Alright, hi everybody, it's President Turris here. Such a nice day out, I thought I would film this outside and talk to you a little bit. As a lot of you know, there's been a lot of changes with all our lives recently because of the coronavirus. Things have been shutting down, they've been talking about social distancing, you've been seeing people hoarding supply, empty shelves and all. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about it. Look, I know this is a scary thing. Trust me, I've been concerned a lot about it too. But look, and it's a little hard for me to talk about these things heart to heart with you. I'm very much of a private person, but I'm gonna do my best. Look, I know these are scary times, and I mean, like I said, I know how you feel. I've been concerned about it too, and I've been seeing how it's affecting my life and people around me, and of course I've been watching the news a lot, and you know, they've been talking about a lot of doom and gloom with it. And I'm not saying don't be concerned, don't take it seriously, you should, but we're going to get through this. If you look at the amount of people that's been infected, and it's going to get higher of course, but you look at the amount of people that's been affected compared to the world, compared to how many has passed away from it. Don't think I'm minimizing because it's a small number with comparison to the whole population. I'm not. One person dying is a major tragedy from this, but it is a small amount compared to how many's been sick and probably how many will get sick. So most of us will get through it okay. It's a lot like the flu. Sometimes it's a little worse, but it basically mimics it, and most of us, if we get the flu, we get through it. Some people who's been sick with it has no symptoms or hardly any symptoms from what I understand. Like I said, some is worse, especially if you're older, you have underlying conditions. So if you're a senior and you have lung ailments, you are going to be more in danger. But the majority of the people who have passed away has been in the 60s, 70s and up. But that doesn't mean if you're younger like me, or you are younger like me, or you're in fantastic health, just blow it off and don't think anything of it. No, you should be careful. Do the hand washing, use the hand sanitizer. If you're sick, stay home. Kind of stay away from handshaking and getting really close to a lot of other people at this time. But I don't want something like this, the social distancing and not shaking hands, not interacting with people, to last forever. Because we're a sociable species when we need that. And if people get more standoffish a lot for a long period of time, it's going to change society, and probably not in a good way. Just be calm, be collective, just go out, do what you have to do. If you feel healthy, still go to work, still watch. If you're sick, stay home until you're better. Just be careful, but don't let it change your way of life for the most part. Don't live in fear. Take some minor changes, but don't let it change overall. I know I might be contradicting myself a little bit, but you know what I'm saying. I myself, I have been washing my hands more. I've canceled some appointments. I'm not considering as much going out and interacting with people as much as I used to. For probably the next couple months, maybe less. It all depends on how this goes. I believe in a couple months this will not be over, but I think things will be a lot better. As probably a lot of you heard, of course, if you watch my channel, you know I go to Disney and theme parks a lot. Well, they are all shut down as of today. And a lot of events I plan to go to, or I was thinking of going to over the next couple weeks, a month or so, has been canceled. You know, and I'm conflicted on whether that's a good idea or a bad idea, like closing down Disney. Probably in the short term it's a good idea. Like I said, I'm conflicted because I don't think we should let this shut down life, basically, shut down the country or the world, which a lot of places have been shut down. I mean, some places you can't even fly into now, which I understand. You have to make some changes for the meantime. I just don't know I don't know. Like I said, I'm going up and down whether it's a good idea or if it's a bad idea. I mean, let's see, today is March 16th. I went to Disney on March 14th. And the crowds weren't really wholly different, at least from my point. I went to Epcot from my point of view. So while I think people are taking it seriously, there's a lot of people out there who's not letting it change their life. So that's why I'm not sure. Probably was a good plan to do the shut down Disney and places like that for a while. I'm sure Disney thought long and hard about it, and a lot of thought went into whether to close it or not. But I don't know. It's just I've never quite experienced. I mean, there's been some problems with new diseases in the past, like that SARS and that H1N1, I think it's called, but nothing has affected life as much as this. And while like I said, I'm concerned about it, I'm not as much concerned about my personal safety in my life. If I get it, I'm pretty confident I'll survive. While I have health issues, it's nothing that I think a flu-like disease will kill me. Of course, you never know. But of course, there's some people I care about in my life who's older that I do care about, that if they get sick, it could affect them. And I'm sorry, I'm touching my face. But I'll wash my hands after this. And I'll go into a little bit of that in a minute. But who I do care about, like my mom, and she does have health issues, and she is more susceptible to coronavirus being more serious, which does concern me, and that's something I've thought a lot about. So even if you're in the health range or age range, and you're not worrying about too much, if you have older people in your life that you care about, think of them too. So be careful with washing your hands and touching your face and going out and hanging out with too many people. You just gotta be careful. Take precautions, but don't let it change your life too much. Just be careful and be careful with touching your face. Wash the hands. Use the hand sanitizer. It amazes me. I went to a store and I filmed some videos. Well, one video so far. I may do more. And you see people just all the toilet paper, paper towels was gone, hand sanitizer, bananas, potatoes, some cleaning products, but not as much as you think. But it amazes me. I mean, if a pandemic or disasters happen, buying bananas or toilet paper definitely wouldn't be on my main priority. And like I said, I'm going to wash my hands after this, don't worry. But so you don't really need to hoard like 10,000 toilet paper rolls. I think you'll be okay. So I think within a couple weeks, couple months, the most, I think this would most of the part be over. You know, they're getting out more testing. They're generally going to have, eventually going to have a vaccine. So just think of that. Think forward positively, not on all the negative stuff. But keep watching the news. I watched a lot of the press conferences that's going on from the White House and the Vice President and all that. And I read different news sources, and I read the CDC website. You should watch all that. Be aware of what's going on. See what they're saying. See what your state government is doing. Probably every single governor has been out there talking about it. It's important to know all this stuff. Just be aware. Be careful. But don't let it change your life too much. Try to live as much as possible, as safely as possible, if you know what I mean. Some might say I'm being contradictory, and I don't know. Maybe I am. It is a difficult time and a confusing time. But if you get information about this virus, don't as much get it from social media. Get it from official resources, like the city, the state, the federal government, things like that. So you want to make sure you get accurate information. And of course, talk to your doctor. And if you're sick, you think you might have it, call your doctor, see what they say to do. That's the best thing you could do, and I think, in my opinion. But I wanted to talk about that and let you know what I thought about it. Depending on how this goes on the next couple months, I'm taking it easy from going out there filming. I'll be doing some things, but not as much where there's as much people around, and I'll be doing a lot more stuff here at home. But I have tons of videos from Disney and things like that to upload, so it might almost seem like I hasn't been affected by it at all for the amount of stuff I still have. So, but I think it's best to be careful, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I just filmed several food reviews and a boxing video out here, and I have a lot more to do. But I'm just being careful. I got to, because it's just what you gotta do for myself, and I gotta take care of my mom and protect her. As you guys know, I take her a lot with me, mainly because it's good for her to go out and not to be stuck at home. I take care of my mom, and I'm her caregiver. I've actually got, while most people think it's cool, and I get support by that, you'd be surprised. I've gotten some negative comments about me seemingly having my mom with me a lot. I don't go out. I don't have her with me every time I go out, obviously. But when I go to places like Disney and stuff, I do take her with me a lot, because physically, mentally, it's good for her, and she enjoys it. And as I say, and I'm not going to get off too much in this because it's mainly talking about the coronavirus. She sacrificed a lot for me. She's been a good mom, and that's what a good son does. I owe her a lot for what she's done for me. So I had to take her with me a lot, but not as much now. Of course, I won't be filming out as much as usual because of all this. I won't be having her as much with me because she's in that age range and health range where you gotta be careful with that. So, of course, she's my priority. But anyways, I just want to talk about this, what I think about the coronavirus, and it's a nice day. It is warm though. As you can see, I am sweating quite a bit out here, and afraid some of those food review stuff I was going to do was going to melt, but it did. I did before this. But I got more than to film, but I'm probably not going to do any more because I am really, really, really warm. And that is it. Okay. If you have any comments or questions, let me know what you think about all this. This is just a crazy time with this coronavirus and everything that's going on. Let me know what you think about the virus. Do you think it's overhyped? Do you think it's underhyped? Do you deeply concerned? You're not concerned at all? How do you think stores, Disney, the government is handling all this? But I appreciate hearing any opinions, but constructive opinions, constructive criticism. If you have any, please don't get political about any of that stuff. We really don't need to go through all that. We get enough of that stuff every day in our lives. I've always tried to stay away from politics in this channel, and just have it be fun and enjoyable and relaxing. This is probably one of the more, I guess you could say, serious, more lower down times I've actually discussed. But okay, I gotta get going. It is warm out here. So let me know what you think, and I'll be talking to you again soon. And hopefully we'll all be able to get back to our regular schedules with whatever we do in our lives. Alright, cool. And remember, we'll get through this. I promise. Alright, see y'all. Bye.